What do you say to the people who like many of your policies, who like the fact that you're pushing the establishment, but at the same time, aren't you just kind of helping President Biden become a president again and get reelected?
I'm very confident that we're going to win the race. I'm running against the two weakest candidates in American history. President Trump has a very, very intense following, but it's relatively small. And President Biden, there's almost nobody that I've met. In fact, I can say I've never met anybody so far who says you should vote for President Biden because he has a great vision for the country, that he's energetic, that he can grapple with the big problems. They all say you got to vote for him because otherwise Trump is going to start a dictatorship. My polls right now, I'm beating both candidates in all Americans under 45 years old. In Americans under 35 years old, I'm beating them both by 10 points. I'm up to now 24% average in the battleground states, which puts me within 10 points of winning the election. I can win the election theoretically with 34%. And I'm already at 24% in key states like Michigan. And I have almost a full year. And this is with spending very, very little money compared to them. I'm leading with independent voters. I'm at 36 with independent voters, and President Trump is at 27, I think, and President Biden is at 31. We're essentially in a three-way tie with Hispanic voters. I'm leading everybody with mothers who have children at home. The only group that I don't do well in are baby boomers. And I believe the reason that I'm not doing well with them is that they get their news from television, from MSNBC, from CNN, and then from the New York Times and the Washington Post. I have 7 kids, and I would believe that none of them have ever watched evening news on TV. They get their news from other sources. They get it from the internet, they get it from podcasts, etc. And in that generation, I am dominating. So, and what we're seeing anecdotally is that people who watch my interviews, long-form interviews, even liberal Democrats, have a very, very high conversion rate. So my strategy over the next 11 months is to get as many of those people to be able to see interviews with me, to ask me questions, to get to know something about me that's outside this kind of stew of defamations and pejoratives that define me in the mainstream media.